what's up, Truth Team? If y'all remember last year when Lil Durk got locked up, it was crazy. Everybody was trying to figure out who told. You told, you told, you told, you wore the wire, you the wore the wire, all that. Did it come from Cali? Did it come from where did it come from? And then come December of 2024, when a bond hearing for Lil Durk or arraignment for Lil Durk came about, we finally heard it's a tie from Lil Durk to the case out in Chicago of the death of Stephon Mack. And we got to wondering, because it was definitely some police ish going on this internet, because they have been saying for a while that Lil Durk ultimately will be tied to that case. And it was even alleged that one of the suspects was telling. Well, it's been an update, so let's take it on in to the Chicago case of the death of Stephon Mack. Let's go.
We had Mickey Truth.
Who is this? You got Mickey Truth kicked out.
Shout out Mickey.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth. So this document was filed April 11th, 2025, and it was on behalf of the defendant Preston Powell, and it's a motion for severance. Now, Preston Powell was the last one of the suspects to be picked up. That's the one that was on the run, okay? Now, with that, y'all already know when we get into this paperwork, we're not going to go word for word, but we're going to definitely get into the gist of it, and more importantly, Mickey, why are we talking about this Chicago case with Lil Durk? Let's keep going. All right, as you can see here, under A, it says here, Preston Powell and his lone co-defendant, Anthony Montgomery Wilson, were jointly indicted in this matter. Y'all heard lone, so that means nobody else has been charged on this indictment. So despite what some may say, it's only two defendants on this case since the beginning, the same two, okay? They are both charged in counts 1 and 2, and Mr. Montgomery Wilson is charged alone in count 3. Count 1 alleges both defendants with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. Okay, count 2 alleges both defendants committed murder for hire, while count 3 alleges that Mr. Montgomery Wilson was a felon in possession of a firearm. Now, we're not going to spend too much time going back and forth over the legal jargon, but here we go, okay? Let's go down here. It says here, Mr. Powell seeks severance because at trial, the government is seeking to admit an alleged statement of his co-defendant, which was culprit, Mr. Powell, in violation of the right to confrontation as secured by the Sixth Amendment. The ability to cross-examine Mr. Montgomery Wilson regarding his alleged statement implicating Mr. Powell is so prejudiced, so great that it requires severance of trial. Now, I know I said a few of them words wrong, but hey, tell your mama, I don't care. But let me tell y'all this. What does this mean? If he's asking to be severed from his co-defendant, that means his co-defendant isn't snitching though, because his co-defendant will be a witness. But if he's not able to cross-examine the co-defendant, that means the co-defendant isn't a witness. You see how that cleared that up for us? But what statement are they referring to? Did he sit down with the law? Like, what's going on with that? Well, let's continue reading and see if we can figure that out. So, here we go. That statement at issue is an undercover recording, purportedly, of Mr. Montgomery Wilson, which was arranged by federal law enforcement while he was incarcerated at Illinois River Correctional Center in the Illinois Department of Correction. You know what it sounds like to me? A snitch is about to be revealed. And you know what it sounds like to me? An undercover recording somebody had on a wire. We spent so much time looking in Cali. So are you telling me the wire was wore in Chicago? Not only in Chicago, but in jail? A jailhouse informant? Oh no. Let's keep going. Now, the footnotes on this page is, it is Mr. Powell's position that the government's evidence is and will be sufficient to establish these counts and his participation therein. However, Rule 8 joinder is determined solely by looking at the face of the indictment, not at the evidence ultimately presented at trial. Let's keep going. Boom. First word, well, not first word to see, but you see what's at the top of the page, right? A jailhouse informant was recruited by law enforcement, prepped to elicit a statement by Montgomery Wilson, and briefed on how and when to record him. On February 25th, 2023, the jailhouse informant did so. A portion of the longer recording purportedly involves a discussion regarding the charged murder, which occurred over a year before. See Exhibit A, see Exhibit B. So that means they have the actual audio. Okay. In it, Mr. Montgomery Wilson repeatedly names and referenced the nickname Marley, which is the alias the government associates with Mr. Powell, and charged him under docket 1. Listen, I don't know why people feel the need to get in jail and tell their business. Like, of all things you can talk about, you want to tell facts of your case is wild. Okay. Now, with that being said, we now know that a jailhouse informant wore a wire and was told how to pry the information out of this person. So, did this person already have details of what happened? Don't seem like it. So, in this case, I definitely don't think it's OTF Jam like everybody said. It sounds like it's somebody else. Just saying. But let's keep going. That's just my own opinion. It said in this recording, Marley is named over 10 times by the speaker, attributed to Mr. Montgomery Wilson and interwoven throughout the recording. These references include a detailed description of the planning of the charged homicide, the execution of the homicide, and Marley's supposed role in it, and payments sought and made relating to the homicide. It's in that gray bag. You're welcome. So you mean to tell me that possibly some other names was dropped? Because according to the other document file that we went over previously in the Lil Durk case for his bond hearing, his name got leaked, right? Remember they found the text messages and all that? So if they talked about payments and all that relating to this homicide, does that mean this wire will show that Montgomery Wilson actually said Lil Durk's name during this conversation? Hey, y'all let me know. Like I said, that's the update. I'm going to leave it there. Next time we go live, we'll break it down some more. But the gist of it is, a jailhouse informant wore a wire to get the statement that Montgomery Wilson made or unknowingly made to the feds, and that they're trying to use at trial for this case. Will it hold up or will it not? Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on your girl Mick Truth. Catch you on the next one. And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.
This is the weakest, give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
I'm trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from. Hey, this your girl Mickey Truth, #1 blogger in South Carolina. #1 blogger in South Carolina.